How's it going, everybody? This is Shay D of Shay D Horror, back with another watch and another review. Today, it is Terrified, a Shudder original, a gory and gruesome gem. You know what? I gotta say, I agree. Let's go ahead and get into the synopsis of this. On an ordinary suburban street in Buenos Aires, voices are heard from kitchen sinks, bodies are levitating, evil is here. It is up to a doctor, her colleague, and an ex cop to get to the bottom of this neighborhood nightmare. Demian Rugna's must see Terrified punches you in the face with genuine scares, says Screen Anarchy. What was that quote there? Legitimately scary, unique, and surprising. Yeah, I like this one a lot. So this is Terrified. It is from the year 2017. It is not rated. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 27 minutes, and it is put out by RLJE Films. Let's travel to Argentina, shall we? First of all, I'm a big fan of most Shudder films, and I really appreciate them having actual physical media releases. I tend to have more DVDs of their releases than Blu-ray, but yeah, it's really cool that Shudder, a streaming service, still puts out or has put out, their stuff on physical media. I'm a big fan and supporter. I've known of this film and have owned it for quite some time now, for a while now. It's time to get through more flicks and give them a first time watch and review. Time to go through that stack of ones that I haven't seen and go ahead and finally watch them. I gotta say, the very first shot of the film, I was like, damn, this chick got a nice booty. She's a baddie. I wanted to see more of her, but this flick gets rough quick, bloody and brutal right from that like initial scene. I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. The location is great, the atmosphere is top notch, sound design is awesome, direction is badass, and the visuals, some real creepy, real solid nightmare fuel. I like this one. I know this director has done various projects, including When Evil Lurks from last year, which I have not seen yet, but for sure I do want to see that 2023 film. I may have to seek that out. This direction style is dope to me. The way the shots and scenes are set up, the scares, the eerie vibes, it all ties in together very good. I'm already a fan of this director. Solid horror scenes all throughout. It's legit creepy. The tall guy in here, creepy. The kid in here, creepy. Great practical effects too. The overall look is solid. Some good filmmaking here. Really enjoyed this Shudder original. The subtle stuff is done well here as well. The handprints, the footprints, the sounds, the stuff like, that's in the walls and everything, and the use of silence too. I may have to seek out all of this director's other films as well. I think it's delivered well. It's a damn good horror film. It gets a bit slower for just a little bit, just a little while, but it's adding to the story. It's building the suspense as well. Overall, it rolls right along, and the pacing is good with some very memorable scenes. You know, and as I said in this one, the atmosphere and the visuals, the practical stuff is really good. I like this story too, and I'm glad I finally gave this one a watch. I could watch it again. Like, I could really just watch this one again right now. It's crazy. There's some original stuff here. It's paranormal. It's got great atmosphere, and the scenes that get bloody look great. And visually, it just has a great horror movie look to it. I had a lot of fun with this one. I like how the darkness and the light plays into this. And I also like the shots with the cameras and video cameras. That's done really well. And it all goes with the entire picture, the entire story, how they see things through the cameras. Like, it all ties up at the end really nicely. It adds to the creepiness. There's some twisted shit going on in here too. Mostly practical effects, and it all looks great. I just like how this film looks. Visuals are on point. I like the score too. It's very fitting. Some good, creepy sounds to go with some good and creepy scenes. the way the story plays out was cool too. And I like how it all ties up, like I said, by the end. And I like the way that this one ends from beginning to end. It didn't like overstay its welcome. It moved right along. There were some cool setup scenes. Everything was cool to this, to where I was like engaged, and it had me waiting for the next scene. And a lot of good scenes in here. Some fun, creepy stuff here. I was thoroughly entertained watching this for the first time. I really like how this movie looked. As I said, this is to me this is a great independent flick here from Argentina, and I'm already a fan of this director. A cool, creepy style he has. Like I like his direction style already. I do want to seek out that When Evil Lurks movie and give that a watch. I know I've heard some good stuff about that one, and that's from this same director. But I guess now you can watch this dubbed, okay? So this is in Spanish. You can watch it dubbed with, English voices over, but I do recommend to watch it as intended in Spanish, with the subtitles. I understand that a lot, maybe even most people, may just watch the dub version, but in its original language is how it's meant to be viewed. And that goes for any movie. I know some people get used to, like, I'm used to those Italian movies that are dubbed, the horror films and stuff. But if I have the option to watch it in its original language, and if I have to read the subtitles, yes, because, I mean, it just takes away from their performance and stuff too. Just watch it how it's supposed to be intended. I know it took me a while even to get used to subtitles and stuff when I first started watching a lot of foreign films, but I definitely would recommend watching it how it's supposed to be, in its original language with the subtitles. I mean, think of this. Would you watch A Nightmare on Elm Street in, like, I don't know, Chinese, Mandarin or something? No, it'd make it like almost comical, or the lines would seem different. I'm I'm just saying it's definitely worth to watch. Or if you do watch it dubbed, go ahead and go back and watch it when you're more familiar with it in Spanish with the subtitles. I mean, that is the way to view this or any other movie, whether it be, Japanese, French, Spanish, whatever it may be. And I know most people watching this channel are, speaking English, because that is what I'm speaking here. But I do recommend to watch this in Spanish with the subtitles. This is some good shit here. Visuals are on point. The creepiness is good. Like I said, I could almost watch this one again, and I will be revisiting this one in the future. Hope everyone is doing good out there. I had a lot of fun with this. This is a gory and gruesome gem. Today, this was Terrified.